Hey, I already took care of business myself.
Well, welcome to Tales from the Crawl Space podcast, another live broadcast episode on YouTube. It's me, your old pal Jack, and across the miles and across the smiles, we have Brad Harvey with his retirement bourbon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again. And yes, I am drinking my retirement bourbon. I do buy it in bulk because I am a club shopper.
That's the way to do it, man. Go big or go
Hell
home.
yeah, man! I mean, for an additional $10, I can get so much more. And it's like, that's why I always, we always roll up with, the industrial size 55-gallon drums of dish soap and stuff like that, and just put one of them little plastic pumps in it. Thing, and cheese sauce. You can get cheese sauce like that too.
You can get a 5-gallon bucket of macaroni and cheese at Costco.
Oh, yeah. I saw a meme about that. It was like, what do you want for dinner? He said, bring me the bucket.
I remember, was it back in the 80s or the early 90s, there was a commercial with Chris Rock going, 5 gallons of mayonnaise. That's a lot of fucking mayonnaise, man.
That ain't no lie. Everybody, if you can't tell already, our topic for tonight is route snacks. Route snacks 2. What? You're hungry again?
Hungry again?
Yeah. That seems to be the mantra. Back when I was a kid and we were traveling and stuff, somebody was always wanting to snack on something, and usually my mom would say, if you don't shut the hell up, you're gonna be snacking on my fist.
Like, Mom, can we pull over and get something to eat?
Yeah. So Mom, I'm hungry. Shut up.
I was little, we'd get McDonald's and it came in the styrofoam clamshell containers.
Oh yeah.
So what I wouldn't eat, I'd dump the fries in one half of the burger, the other mom would close it up and I'd take it with me on the road. And I'll tell you something about that congealed beef tallow fries that just kind of let a little coating on the inside of your mouth.
Yeah, that waxy coating.
Yeah, yummy.
Yeah, exactly. But you were impervious to anything. You could eat. You could have popped a Carolina Reaper in your mouth and not felt a damn thing.
That's true. That's true. You were completely bulletproof, impervious. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, as we age, our imperviousness kind of fades, and I can't even look at one of those jumbo Slim Jims without getting the greasy shits, man.
The greasy shits. I'm gonna,
the kind that leaves that orange ring around the water line.
Oh yeah. I'm getting the link to share on the depot here. Let's see.
Okay.
For us being live, and it was copying. It was repeating your voice there for a second.
Shit.
So
That ain't good. Nobody wants to hear me more than once. Hell.
All right, goddamn it! Pest Control Humor Depot, motherfuckers. Here you go.
That's right. Our favorite group, by the way. And
us.
Yeah. While Jack is fucking around with that, I want to take a couple minutes to throw a shout out to fan number 1 and co-host of the Pestrogen podcast, Jenny Wilson.
Oh yes.
Today is her birthday. Yeah, she's young. She has no idea what that's about. But anyway, happy birthday, Jen. We love you, and here's to many more. He grabs his
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny
Wilson.
Happy birthday to you. Roxanne! You don't have to put out the red light.
Next time we'll do the Metallica one. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. But anyway, Jen, we love you. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoy yourself.
You're looking rather smart in that hoodie.
Am I now? Oh, yes. Yeah, check it out, guys. I got my License to Kill hoodie. Compliments of one Marcus Scruggs, and he's going to be our guest next week, Jack.
That's right.
He's gonna take time out of his schedule and come chat with us and kind of let us know exactly what's going on over at Discord, because me and Jack are too old. We don't fucking go over there.
Entirely too old for that shit.
Exactly. I want to find out what this is all about. So sometimes new technology frightens me, Jack. And
that Michael Douglas. That
Michael Douglas make me one of those.
On a white man ever made me moist.
Yes, yeah, I got a commercial for like the chewing gum that had the little crystals and stuff in it. This old woman's like, those flavor crystals frighten me.
Was it with Retson? No, that was Search with Retson.
Which was two mints in one.
That's docking. You're doing the docking thing.
Yeah, they docked the mint thing, the mint rolls. It was
when
awesome.
You put your penis. Mario!
Buenos tardes!
People talking in strange languages. Feliz cumpleaños.
Yes.
Tacos.
Tacos and burritos. Taco flavored kisses.
That's what you get when you go down on a Jennifer Lopez taco flavored kisses.
Taco flavored kisses. So
pink taco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mario. Didn't Mario give us a little something?
Did he? He did last week.
If I know.
I'm looking here. I don't see anything from Mr. Mario. No, he did not.
Mario. Okay, you're listening to us now, buddy. Why don't you talk to us? Man, what's your favorite route snack?
Yeah, what's your go-to down there in the southern hemisphere? What's your go-to on the route? I know Rodney. Rodney says always got to have a bag of Jack Link's jerky in the truck. That way, I always have a tasty snack and rat bait.
The rat bait, exactly. Which is why I always carried the Slim Jims too. But man, those Jack Links, the kippered beef snacks.
Yeah,
those are the bomb because they're like jerky but thicker, and they're softer too because my teeth aren't the best, and so sometimes trying to snap off a piece of jerky is a bit much. So yeah, the Jack Links, the kippered beef steaks, teriyaki was always my hands down favorite. And Mark, my brother, had one of his in-laws, and I don't remember exactly who it was working at the Jack Link's plant, and he would get like big 10 pound cryovac, the kippered beefsteak fuck ups.
Right.
And it was awesome. And he'd get them for the employees could buy them for next to nothing. Mark could pick some up. He gave us like half of one, and I was in kippered beefsteak for some time. Matter of fact, I kind of feel my blood pressure rising up right now just thinking about it. And Mario comes in with, here we have a 1 hour for lunch per day. What's that? What is a lunch hour?
I don't know what that is.
This lunch hour he's talking about. The company gives us a daily voucher. What is this thing about a voucher? Which is enough for a good meal in a simple restaurant. It is not customary to eat snacks like those you buy at gas station. Yes. You know why? Because we don't get a fucking lunch hour, dude.
we got to grab something. But speaking of jerky, there was this gas station down south of in Anne Arundel County when I was working for Schmerlich in Baltimore, and it had the old school big glass jar with the metal tongs in it with the big wide straps of the old school beef jerky.
Yes, yeah.
Man.
The kind where it was so long they had to like cram it in and then put the lid on it and it just kind of bent over. And I mean, you could really dig it. And if the tongs were missing, no problem. You just take your pinky and just fish one of them fuckers out of there. Yeah. I remember that.
The thing about jerky is you don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to reseal the bag because if it gets dried out in the car, it just turns into more jerky. So it's, oh my God, that stuff is that old school stuff is so good, man.
I can't tell you how much potato jerky I have under my seat.
Potato? I don't even want to know.
Yeah, French fries. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
French fries fall underneath the seat. That's potato jerky right there, man. You find one that don't have a whole lot of hairs and shit on it. You got something there, buddy.
Oh, you got something you can like pry the lid off of shit with. Them things get fucking solid. Wow. Oh, Candace is here.
All right.
My snack today was Cheeto jalapeno cheddar flavor.
Oh my God, I love those. I don't know if I can eat them now. Look at Mario. Mario's taking pity on us now. Love it. I love it. God, Mario, we love you to death. But okay, let's get back to the Cheeto jalapeno cheddar flavor. The lady that worked at the office at my beloved Trio Pest Control, Alexis, turned me on to these. This was back when I had a gallbladder, and these were my absolute jam. And I would after that I would keep a bag on in the truck at all times, because sometimes you just got that cheesy, spicy crave, and you just pop one of those. Sometimes you go a little bit overboard. Candace, I swear we are the same person, Brad. Yes, we both have the hots for Brandon. So I would, and I just love those things to death. I haven't had them since my surgery, so I don't know. I may have to just get like one of them little, the 2-bite bag and try them just to see if I can survive them. But
burn going in, burn coming out,
dude. But it's such a good burn, Jack. It really.
I never have been much for jalapenos, but do you remember back in the day when Fritos came in that little cardboard round can with the plastic snap-on lid? I used to get the chili cheese Fritos. And oh my God,
those, yeah, chili cheese.
My fingers would look like I finger banged a cow that just took a shit. All that brown stuff on my fingers.
Oh yeah,
like I was digging in my butt.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I know what you're exactly, because I finger bang cows all the time.
But them chili cheese Fritos, some fuckers are so good. And the good thing is with that snap lid, it stayed on solid. If you had to jam on your brakes, it'd go tumbling in the floorboard and it wouldn't spill. So that was the best road food.
And the cans, I would save the cans and I would take bags and I would refill the cans just for that reason.
Yeah.
They stay fresh, and cheese bags, and two, if somebody brake checks you and that goes flying, you're fine, unless you got to make sure you put the lid on, because sometimes you are in the middle of a nosh sesh and
a snack,
snacky snack, and then all of a sudden, boom, and you got fucking Fritos flying everywhere. And you're trying to catch them while you're trying to keep from dying, because you don't want them hitting that nasty floor, especially on Friday, because, on Floorboard Friday, you're never going to find those Cheetos.
No.
And, those were awesome. And the Planters cheese balls.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had just the right amount of oil and cheesiness. They were great. In fact, I think in our last episode about just trucking around, I was talking about that little layer of cheese that forms on the back of you're like when you're putting your arm right there and you're driving around and you've just had a snack sesh and you put your arm right there and the cheese just kind of accumulates over the years, and you can get like a good snack. Sometimes maybe even just kind of pick it off.
It's almost like a cheese Pringle.
It is
for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you got you a box cutter blade or something, just like saw that sucker right off there. Next thing you know, just like.
Tyler says happy Friday, and Candace said it's not even super spicy. I'm a wimp when it comes to spicy. My kids call me the typical white girl.
Typical white girl. Number one fan has arrived. There's the birthday girl. What's
happy
up,
birthday,
girl?
Jenny.
Oh man. Okay.
Cheese balls remind me of a joke.
Oh, let's hear it.
Brad went to the doctor and said, Doc, my penis is orange. I can't figure out what's going on. The doc goes, well, let's look into your diet. What do you have for breakfast? He goes, well, I had scrambled eggs and toast. No big deal. He goes, oh, okay. Well, what do you usually have for dinner? He goes, well, I do chicken and rice. I'm watching my health and everything. He goes, well, what'd you do last weekend? He goes, well, my wife went out of town last weekend. She was dog sitting, so I got myself a 6-pack and a big bag of Cheetos and watched some porn. That's why his penis was orange.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, dearie. Yeah. The cheese daughter says thank you for the birthday wishes. She got a lot of love on PCHD today, Jack.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So I hope your birthday is everything you hoped it would be. All right. So we had some people actually pipe in, and
we sure did.
Yeah,
I think our guest here's had sent one in. Our guest Tyler,
I believe he did. You got that?
Yeah, he goes, Jack, I got a guilty pleasure food when I'm near one. It's the hard tacos at Del Taco. I think the problem is the nearest Del Taco to me is about an hour away. Surprisingly, I don't get the gastro World War II that Taco Bell surely provides from their high-quality food selection. Other than that, I like to keep on hand, thanks to Brad, is that damn cheese in a can with the chicken crackers, like chicken and biscuit crackers.
Chicken and a biscuit and cheese and aerosol cheese, man.
And the bag of jerky to go with it. Sweet Baby Ray's makes good garlic jerky. It stands as a favorite. You can pick up at Walmart and sometimes gas stations.
Nice. I'm sorry, Sweet Baby Ray's. That's the only thing they make good because I cannot stand their fucking barbecue sauce.
I don't like barbecue sauce either.
I am not a fan of their barbecue sauce.
I make my own.
You know what? I will sometimes, but I'll tell you what. There is nothing better. I'm sorry. I'm going to boomer myself big time here, but the Open Pit Original. I mean, it is the best base sauce. You know, if you want to take that, you want to embellish it and make it your own. It's a great starter.
Right.
But sometimes I'll just use that shit straight. You know, it's great. You know, on a piece of chicken grilled or pork chop or something like that. You know, when I make my ribs KC style, I will use that. You know, in the braise. And yeah, it's awesome stuff, and it's some of the cheapest shit out there. You know, you can get knockoffs, store brands and stuff that's similar too. But
I'd get the Jack Daniel's Old No. 7 barbecue sauce.
That is good sauce.
My determining factor for barbecue sauce is either has no tomato in it whatsoever, or it's so far down the list of ingredients it's almost negligible. Because I don't like tomato in my barbecue sauce. I don't at all.
Are you one of those vinegar guys?
No. Well, I do love some Carolina pork barbecue with the vinegar, but I'll make my barbecue sauce with some spices, molasses, and apple butter.
Yeah.
So you get a nice little smoky sweet burn to it. A little bit of white pepper for some bite.
Right.
A little bit of juice from the garlic. Oh yeah, but if I have to buy it by the bottle, I do the Jack Daniel's Old No. 7.
Man, I am BBQ baiting over here, man, because it's making me want to fucking barbecue. It's gonna be like it's gonna be in the 80s tomorrow.
It is,
and but then the shit's gonna hit the fan. We're gonna get some bad storms this weekend. Of course, welcome to spring in the Midwest. And so my barbecuing will probably not. Actually, Jack, to be honest with you, this weekend, I am going to cook a Virginia ham that someone that's so close and loved by me gave me for Christmas. And
nice.
So yeah, thanks, Jack.
let me know how it turns out, man.
Oh, I will. I figure I better get on it because it does have a use by date, so I get it for Christmas. Oh, that was an adventure in its own self.
Oh my God, that thing went.
That thing sat in the warehouse. It's like the Ark of the Covenant and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Man.
It tried escaping the box.
It did. It tried to get away, but couldn't get away from Brad. Hell no. So yeah, good old vagina ham.
Candace said that Jack Daniel's barbecue is the only one they use, and Sweet Baby Ray's reminds her of Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, huh?
Get zucked.
Yeah, I never did like Sweet Baby Ray's. Ellen, my bride will buy it on occasion when it's on sale, and I'll just work it. I'll work it to death until it actually tastes decent. But it was only $2 a jar.
Well, I can appreciate that, and what I used to get. Famous Dave's had this stuff called Georgia mustard.
That's good shit.
And when I'd watch the Daytona 500, I'd make a big, huge pan of drumsticks, and I'd broil them, but I'd dip them all in Georgia mustard before I put them in the broiler. Let that stuff cook in, man. Them things are so fucking good. And I can't find that Georgia mustard anymore. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, huh? That sucks. I had a recipe for a good mustard sauce, and damn if I can't find it. Kinder's makes some pretty good sauces.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ever run into Kinder's, that's take your pick. They're all good as fuck. But anyway, so Brian Lamoth, which is French for the moth, sent us an entry. He goes, I have a guilty pleasure while at work. I'm addicted to McDonald's fries and make sure I get a large fry daily with a large Coke. Hey, that's some commitment. Unfortunately, my stomach does not like that combo every day, and IBS sets in. Now he's starting to talk our language. Thank God I service a lot of vacant apartment units and keep toilet paper in the truck. Although on Wednesdays, I look forward to using toilets at one particular complex as they installed bidets in the units. Butt spray.
Get a little tickle on the donut.
That's right. You had me at bidet.
I just got to push my penis around in my butthole and pee. It's the only thing. I don't have a bidet. I got to do it myself.
There you go. That's one of my favorite jokes from back in the day. Is a guy goes in. There's this guy that visits Japan, and he goes into one of the toilet, the restrooms, and he looks, and there's like these 4 buttons, and so they have an attendant there, and he's asking the attendant about it, and he goes, "Oh, in Japan, the toilets are much different than they are in the United States. We do have 4 buttons. You must only touch the first 3 and do not touch the 4th one." And then so he goes, "Okay, very good." So he goes in, he sits down, he completes the transaction, and he's looking at the buttons. And one of the buttons is marked WW, the other is marked WA, the third one is marked PP, and then the 4th one is marked ITR. So he goes, "Okay, so we'll hit the first one, WW." Warm water shoots up and rinses off his puckered, his chocolate starfish really nicely, and he goes, "Okay, that was good deal." So he hits the WA. Warm air comes up and dries his butthole ever so nicely. So everything is nice and tidy. He goes, "Okay, terrific." Then he hits the PP. This little powder puff comes up, much like a poonsie, and poons, gets him nice and powdered and everything. And he's just, this is just so good. And he goes, I can't see why I wouldn't hit that 4th button, because it's got to be really something. So he hits that 4th button, and that's the last thing he remembers. He wakes up in the hospital, and when he wakes up, he looks over on the nightstand, and there's a card, a get well card. He grabs it, and it's from the attendant, and he goes, "Good sir, I hope you get well soon. I told you not to push the button. That ITR stands for instant tampon remover, and your dick is under your pillow."
Oh, ow. I just thought like it would rip out your taint, but
it would, your taint, just instant taint anchor. ITY. Mario's like, "Man, we have this joke here too."
See, no one ever figured out what the 3 seashells were on Demolition Man.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the movie Demolition Man?
No, I don't. I didn't see. I never saw it.
Oh, with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
He was put in suspended animation as punishment. He was a cop that got in trouble, and they froze him. And this one guy got out of suspended animation, Wesley Snipes, a bad guy, and got loose in the future. And every restaurant is Taco Bell. The most popular music is old 70s, 80s, and 90s commercial jingles. That's the popular music. And the bathroom, there is no toilet paper. There's 3 seashells.
Huh.
And they never explain in the movie how to use the 3 seashells. But if you cuss, this little ticket will pop out of this little thing on the wall, and you'll get a fine. So Sylvester Stallone, not knowing how to use the 3 seashells, went on this tirade of cussing to keep spitting out these little tickets, receipts.
So you can wipe his ass with
something wipe his ass with.
I love it.
Demolition Man, you got to see that.
All right, I'm writing it down right now. All right, very good.
Sandra Buttocks is in it.
Sandra Buttocks?
Sandra Buttocks is in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen, she goes, "I like money."
Money.
Get that money. She's out there getting that money right now, I think.
We're working too damn hard.
Yeah, what you got? We all work too damn hard. My good buddy, Josh Talbert, cheese bag number 2, said, "One of the best road snacks has got to be trail mix." And I have to agree with that.
Yeah,
it can be eaten without losing focus and makes little to no mess. Also, the Hot Pocket style pizza stuffers from Speedway. I did have one of those a couple months ago, and yeah, those are good. He goes, "One hand food is superior for driving." Can we argue with that?
7-Eleven taquitos. I like the beef and cheese 7-Eleven taquitos. Those things are good.
The tornadoes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just little rolled up things with the mystery, the meat of mystery in that.
But you know what? Nothing beats, though, right? Absolutely nothing beats a slice of Casey's pizza.
I know. I knew you were going to bring up Casey's Pizza. And I got to agree with you because, Jack, this guy over here is the guy that turned me on to Casey's Pizza. And I loved it because it is made for the road. Casey's has the sauce, that doesn't have a lot of sauce on it, but the sauce on there is so rich, so flavorful, such a concentrated tomato flavor. But it's not all saucy, so you're getting it all spilling on your lap and on your shirt and everything. It stays put on the pizza. You can eat it, and you're on the road, and you don't have all kinds of it. You may get a little bit of the cornmeal crumbs and stuff like that, but those brush off. Those brush off easily. That's right. But Speedway pizzas are a little saucy, but not too bad. But Casey's has got it dialed in. They really do. Matter of fact, the first time Jack came out here to Indiana, he was having a serious hard on for some Casey's pizza.
Yes, I was.
He actually got it, so I was glad that happened for him. Oh man,
I saw that sign on the exit. My ass crossed 3 lanes to get to the exit to get up and get that shit. It was about a mile off the highway, south of the highway. But I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get this shit." I need
shit, yeah, man. Shit, yeah,
so good, masturbatory good. Rub one off after eating.
God. So anyway, we got another one here from our good buddy. Rodney. Not only did he talk about his Jack Lakes, but he also mentioned that sometimes he does take a Ziploc bag of cold chicken wings. Because he is a simple kind of man.
But fried chicken is good cold, so you can totally pull that off.
You know what? I can nosh on some fried chicken. Cold, hot, whatever. Fried chicken, I love fried chicken.
Yeah.
But it's got to be certain fried chicken because some fried chicken just tastes like absolute ass. Jenny also bringing everything back to Jenny again. Looked like she got her a nice little tip a couple days ago of some sort of ice cream. I was looking at it when she sent the picture, and it just looked really tasty and chocolatey and huge. And but then I was reading down and it said reduced something. So that's either reduced sugar, reduced fat, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that.
Do you remember the chips with reduced fat that had that Olestra, the fat blocker in it? They made potato chips in the 90s.
Wow chips. They were called Wow chips.
And the warning on the back of the bag in little tiny letters was may cause gas with oily discharge, increased bowel movements, an urgent need to have them, and an inability to control them.
Yep.
That means you were going to bust ass with no warning and just completely shizzle your pants while eating chips.
But the funny thing, that never happened to me because I used to eat those Wow chips quite a bit, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. So I was like, it didn't bother me. My wife, definitely, they affected her, but But yeah, I was good. I was on the road, not a problem. But yeah, it was quite a delicious one. Nicholas Savasta said he's on the cat food diet.
Well, American pet food in the United States has to be capable of being consumed by humans, specifically because of the economy sucking so bad and poor people can't afford food. They eat cat food. So FDA actually mandates that pet food has to be able to be consumed by humans.
I don't understand that because I see this canned cat food and it's more expensive than human food.
It is, but you can usually find that at like the what do we call them, like the food banks and stuff. You can get extra cans. I got 2 dogs, so you get like a couple cans of Alpo Extra, which will like get you through to the end of the week. Because speaking of which, I had corned beef hash for dinner, which is damn near the same thing.
Yeah, corned beef hash or the potted meat food product.
I think it's got some peckers in it.
No, my dad said they got left some peckers in it. Yeah, I'm not saying things like that. You're just a boy.
I think I see one right there.
It is a bit loud.
I fucking love that movie.
Oh yeah. Oh man! So Jack, you mentioned to me what you were drinking tonight, and I kind of forgot what you got. What are you slucking on there?
I am drinking some Tropicana Zero lemonade, which is actually pretty good, with some Luxusova Russian potato vodka in it.
Luxusova. That's
So
right. Yeah, so
vodka and lemonade.
Potato. It's a vegetable. It's healthy.
That's right.
Oh.
It's zero sugar with vegetables, so it's a total health drink.
Yeah, and I'm having, we talked about it earlier. I'm having my retirement bourbon, my good old Evan Williams bottled and bond, and I'm drinking the glass I had with dinner. But if I wasn't having my glass with dinner, I would be drinking that out of the one and only Tony Spangler tumbler. Oh look, we're tumbler twins.
Twinsies.
I love it. So let me tell you a little bit about the Tony Spangler tumbler from SpanglerArt.com. The construction of this thing is brutally solid. I mean, I could kill a man with this, but I opt not to because I'm a nice guy. The graphics would also kill them. It would dazzle them to death. I mean, the graphics are so sharp. And if I had a better computer camera, I would have. And as Jack is demonstrating, the rubber bottom makes things very steady, and it is so lickable. And yes, yum-o. And always remember that you can always keep everything cold that's supposed to be cold and hot that's supposed to be hot.
That's true.
The designs are limitless. We've got, not only do we have this one with the PCHD, our favorite group logo,
right.
We've got that handsome mofo there, and we've got this handsome mofo there.
That's right.
Yeah, if you take a look, you'll notice Jack's goatee is a tad shorter today.
I am freshly shorn. The goatee of greatness.
Right. Yes, the goatee of greatness. The beard of knowledge has become the goatee of greatness for you. And they come in so many different designs. We've got a couple right here. We've got the one that here's me driving around shirtless, as you can see.
Oh, the nipple.
Yes, the nipple tumbler. It's one of a kind.
Look at that,
I've got the bird going there, and I was driving around in support of a cheese bag that got got gigged by some other cheese bag, so which does not fucking fly, by the way, not on my group. And of course, Jack, how could we leave her out?
Oh, I know it's coming.
Right. There she is.
Now I'm coming.
That's right. Oh God! Oh, she's looking away. So avert your eyes, Paula. He's busy. So anyway, yes, the limited edition Paula Benedict tumbler. I mean, there's God, I love this chick. She is on here. Look at that. Look at the graphics on that.
How many of those are in the wild? I know I have one. You have one, and
there are three. Yes, you have one. I have one, and J-Dub has one. So
okay.
Oh yeah. So
right.
Absolutely. And these are no longer in circulation.
No.
This has already been added to my estate in case of my untimely demise of a certain person that's getting it. I'm not going to say who it is, but they're going to get it. But anyway, Paula does have the rubber bottom. So we do like the rubber bottom.
Bottom.
And so, this is absolutely the genuine article. And of course, what Tony Spangler tumbler from SpanglerArt.com would be complete without. Jack, let's go for it.
The stainless steel surgical grade urethral sounding rod. That's right. Sharpened on the ends to get any detritus out of the middle of your penis. Bent on the other end just in case you have Peyronie's disease. You can use it as a mortar launcher for your load, and it also will cure erectile dysfunction if you leave it in during a happy fun time. That's right.
Also works good on those deep transport micron boogers that you get during bedbug jobs.
That's right.
Yeah, so thanks for that, Jack. So if you are looking for the perfect vessel for your beverage to keep that hot beverage hot, that cold beverage cold, and if you want to make sure that you're going to be somebody with the stunning graphics and of course the medical issue as well, this will save you so much on your healthcare insurance you will not believe it. So you can only get this in one place. If you got Peroni, you reach for Sony steel. Urethral sounding rods. Ding. Bing.
And Candace is right. I have 2 limited edition tumblers.
Yes, he does. The Pinus tumbler.
The Pinus tumbler.
The Pinus tumbler. Yeah. So thanks again, Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com. And there we go. All right. I think my is back to normal. JT.
Yes.
JT is the guy that does our intros. He's also the guy that does the Tony Spangler Tumbler jingle, and he is for hire. Jack, tell him about it.
He is. JT Story actually has a page on Facebook, and I'm going to double check it now. I believe it's called JT Story VO, as in voiceovers. Let me double check just to make sure I'm right, because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing here. It's JT Story VO. On Facebook, you can contact him and get jingles, songs, podcast intros, you name it, he can do it. He's done intros for shit that goes on in our heads. He's done it for Pestrogen. He does all of our custom intros. Mm-hmm. He is in high demand, so get your request in, and he'll make sure he takes care of you.
And that's right, ladies, and he's single.
That's right. JT Story VO on Facebook is his page. JT Story VO.
Absolutely. So yeah, give him a check. He's also available if some of you owner operators are looking for somebody to do a voiceover for your ads for your company. That's your man. He is your man. So
he can do all different kinds of accents. You remember the first time I came out to Indiana, he did that Russian accent.
Oh, that is probably one of the top 3 favorite intros that he did. The one for the bunker.
With the Russian propaganda music in the background.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have to play that again one of these days, just because. In fact, I do have a new. There is a new PCHD bunker now, so we Jack wanted maybe one of these days you and I can record a show from there, and yeah.
Hell yeah! Speaking of the bunker, how's William the Merciful holding up?
He's doing good. Season is upon us, and it is. He's. I think the team's in place now that I'm back. So,
good.
No,
good.
Got us a good front office lady. My buddy Aaron Smith, aka Gribble, just passed his wood destroying insect license exam today.
Nice.
So
congratulations,
Aaron Gribble. Thank you very much. Congratulations. So he's going to be able to do termite work and do inspections and things like that. Kind of kind of evens the load now. So the team's in place. We're ready for season 2025, and we're looking forward to it. Bill is doing good. He's his leg is all healed up, and he's looking forward to starting to grow the business. And I was recently gifted a promotion that he calls it a service manager. But basically I'm in charge of everything outside of out from under the roof of the branch. And then that's going to free Bill up to help grow us. So, hopefully we can get some more people on and, actually become a one of the bigger small companies, I guess. I guess it'd be the best way to put it.
Onward and upward, man. Onward and upward.
So keep us in your thoughts and prayers that while we go through this transition, and hopefully we can make things happen for the folks in Central Indiana.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. All right. Jack, I've got a special one here for us. Again, the subject of tonight is route snacks. Mm-hmm. And we have a gentleman here that has a very, let's just say, specialized diet, and he wanted us to let us know about it. So let's go over what he's got. This is his menu for his usual day on the route.
Okay.
Russell has the souls of the vanquished, the tears of the unavenged, and the spirits of the broken, along with my trusty 5-pound bag of gummy bears that I leave in my truck in the southeast Texas heat so I can consume their apocryphal flesh after it's been congealed into an unholy obelisk of pain. Their hundreds of individual screams combined into one harmonious cacophony and the litany of pain and suffering. Also, I'm a sucker for freeze-dried Skittles. Holy shit, those are good. Oh, God, that guy is all man. So, yeah, Russell, tell me how I did, will you, buddy? Because I've been practicing that shit for most of the week.
He'll have to reach climax first before he can start typing. Because
and then he's going to have to wipe off his keyboard and everything. So, yeah, it's going to be a minute before I hear anything from him, I guess. But good Lord, my friend, thank you very much for that.
Oh my God! That you did a good job.
I did. I was hoping. You did good. Yeah, your approval means everything to me, my man. I can't wait to hear it on the playback.
Now, shit! Route snacks for me, like when I'd pack lunch, I'd get those Carl Buddig packs of lunch meat. The Carl Buddig.
Yeah, I remember.
But the problem is that they put so little in each thing. Like each packet was like one sandwich.
Well, see, that's the thing, you know.
But they're like 89 cents a pack. So still, but I'd get so fucking hungry. Like halfway through the morning, I will have already eaten the sandwich. So I'd end up having to buy something anyways. Like the next third of the day, as it went through. So. I did like the that beef was in a pinch. You could make good cream chip beef with that Carl.
Yeah. In fact, Ellen makes my bride makes a great dip with that, or like a cheese ball type thing. You know?
Okay.
You can take and mince it up and mix it in with some cream cheese and some other spices and stuff like that. I remember, back when I was managing the Scarlet Letter. We'd always go out for a Christmas dinner, and they said, "Well, we're not paying for liquor." And I said, "Well, I'm not fucking paying a bar tab either, so we're going to pregame at Brad's house." Mm-hmm. And so I'd have the squad from the Scarlet Letter over at my house. We'd get a good buzz on, and then we'd haul ass to a restaurant. Right. And she made that one time, and one of the techs, Mike Baldwin, sat in our kitchen at the table with that cheese ball and guarded it with his life. And he was just like, he was working that son of a bitch. I was like, Mike's, Big Nasty's a big dude. And, I knew wasn't going to, nothing could ruin this man's appetite. So it's like, but man, he was like, I was trying to get, I wanted some myself, I was like trying to reach in on that, and I was kind of scared. I was like, well,
you might lose a finger.
Am I going to lose a finger? It's like, am I going to walk over this cheese ball and limp back? I don't know. But yeah, it is.
It does sound good, though. It does sound really good.
Yeah, but yeah, Carl Buddig meats are the best because you can take that pack, and it does. You're right. It's enough for about one sandwich. You could take it with you in the packet, and you tear that sucker open when you want it, and it's going to be fresh. It's going to be tasty. It's going to be moist, and it's just going to be delicious.
It's going to be moist.
I just get me so moist. I used to get so moist.
And having the old cheesy igloo cooler with like a little tilt off lid on it. Them things don't keep things cold very long at all. Uh-huh. And in the summer, your little ice block thing, the little blue ice block thing, would sweat all over your food. So you really couldn't take too many sandwiches with mayonnaise on them during the summer.
Right.
Because it would turn clear and nasty. So I was a Carl Buddig beef or ham with mustard because mustard wouldn't go bad.
Mustard's great. It's a good preservative.
And you don't have to refrigerate it, by the way, just so you know. Because a lot of people stick their mustard in the refrigerator. Not necessary. It's got enough vinegar in it.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. If you want something to stay good, you put that mustard on there, and it'll help keep things fresh for you too.
That's right. Oh, Jim's talking about a foursome.
Talking about a foursome. Where the hell?
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Now here I am scrolling back to the chat. What the hell I miss?
I was driving, so I couldn't add when you said it. I didn't even fucking notice that, Brad. Maybe that's why shit fucked my stomach up.
Oh, because it was reduced calorie or reduced sugar
yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I notice everything. Well, I'm going to read something before I eat it because I don't want to just, I'm not that kind of guy.
Jen, did it give you the hot sloppy ploppies?
The sloppy ploppies.
The hot sloppy ploppies.
Oh, God. And Candace comes in with mustard is the superior condiment. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and there's so fucking many kinds of mustard. It's beautiful. Mustard is a beautiful thing. It's a gift from God himself. Itself, herself, whatever the fuck self. And yeah, it is. It's like there's horseradish mustard.
Oh, I love that.
There's honey mustard. There's spicy mustard. There is grainy mustard. There is hot, spicy, honey grainy mustard. There's a tartar control mustard, menthol mustard.
Then there's the Dollar Tree bottle of the regular yellow mustard that is almost indistinguishable from French's. So in
French's
a pinch,
or Plockman's.
Yeah, Plockman's is good too. But in a pinch, I've gone Dollar Tree mustard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's great. We probably have 6 different kinds of mustards in our refrigerator right now. And I know you don't have to refrigerate mustard, but we do it anyway. Don't judge us. But yeah, I mean, and there's this one called Engelhofer, which is a sweet hot mustard, and that's really good on some wieners. And you've heard me talk about my beloved Benton's Country Ham out in Madisonville, Tennessee. They sell the Fisher's hot dogs, and I know I can get Fisher's hot dogs other places, but we always buy them there because we're there. We're on a meat run, we get them there, and yeah, those are good. Those, any type of Engelhofer is really good on those. Gulden's spicy brown, always a tasty treat. And you can't. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, Jack. The regular basic yellow mustard is my least favorite of the mustards.
I can see that. I'm like for bratwurst and hot dogs, I do like horseradish mustard.
Yep, horseradish mustard, and nothing's better if you got some fried mushrooms and taking some Dijon mustard and throwing a little bit of honey in it. Yeah.
Some Dijon.
Yeah. Dijon. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
But of course.
Yummy.
No. Let's see. What else we got here, Jax?
I don't have anything to. You already mentioned this stuff on the Facebook post. I was going to say, I used to find them on sale, the little 5-pack boxes of Slim Jims. And I'd buy that shit at them when they were on sale.
Yeah.
Like on the clearance track when they're almost expired. I didn't think those things expired. I thought they lasted forever like Twinkies do. But I'd get a shitload of them and just keep them in the truck because when you're starving and you ain't got no money and you got nothing to eat and you done dug through all your ashtray change, Slim Jims do help get you through the day.
They do. They will get you. They will get you past over that hump. At least until you can get home to your own refrigerator and get you something in there. Jack, we've talked about a lot of savory stuff, but not a whole lot in the sweet department. Now I know that you're not a big sweet guy because because you do have a Wilford Brimley-itis and
diabetes.
Got the diabetes, and so but there's sometimes you just got to satisfy that sweet tooth. For me, I don't want to eat a whole lot of sugary stuff when I'm out on the route. Because it just ends up logging you down towards the end of the day. You get that 3:30 slump, and then you're just absolutely fucked. So what I do is I always keep me one of them little round tins of Icebreakers mints.
Okay.
So you pop 2 or 3 of those in your mouth. You let them dissolve. You're getting you're taking care of your Sweet Jones. And your breath will be minty fresh from I mean, you spend a lot of time drinking coffee, smoking cigarette, kissing filthy customers' ass before, and so you got to get that taste out of your mouth. And Icebreaker mints or any type of mints like that, Altoids are always a good one.
I'm a spearmint Tic Tac person myself.
The spearmint Tic Tacs are good. Oh, the orange Tic Tacs.
Oh, those are good.
Chef's kiss.
They had apple pie ones for Christmas last year.
Get the fuck out!
They were so good.
How did I miss that?
They were so good.
Apple pie.
Apple pie Tic Tacs.
Speaking of pie, this is tonight. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Almost April, right? My bride goes to the store. She buys this smoked turkey that's on clearance. It's frozen, and she paid. I mean, this is like a 14-pound turkey, right? She paid $1.75 for it.
Oh shit!
It was frozen, solid and everything. We thawed it out. We thawed it out this week. I cut the legs and the thighs off of it and heated them up this evening for dinner pre-show. It was delicious. What she did, she makes a pumpkin pie because she has some frozen pumpkin in the freezer. She makes a pumpkin pie to go with it. It's like Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah!
It's like man. It's like I feel like I want to sit in front of the TV and watch the Lions lose after this. So.
That's my favorite holiday, man. I fucking I will do pumpkin pie and turkey any day.
Oh, Thanksgiving. I love it, man. I totally love it. It needed some mashed potatoes or something, but.
And that makes for the best road sandwiches working after Thanksgiving during the holiday lunch sandwiches. It's not too hot in the truck during the day, so you can do your turkey mayonnaise with stuffing on the sandwich.
Yeah, and
you can get by with that.
But I'll tell you what, cooler technology has evolved by leaps and at light speed, and it's really something. I mean, I've got basically what I do is don't judge me. I do drink Gatorade on occasion, and I will save those bottles because they're nice, thick plastic bottles, right? I'll fill those suckers up with water, maybe leave an inch head space, put them in the freezer, freeze them solid. I got 2 of those. I put those in my lunch cooler, and shit stays cold all day long.
Yep.
I will, and usually what I do for a lunch is I don't like to eat a lot of starchy stuff and bread and stuff during when I'm running my route, because it just really drags me down. So, I will take lunch meat and I'll just take some ham or some turkey or something like that. I'll just roll it up and put it in a baggie, and I'll just nosh on that as I'm going along. Maybe some vegetables, like some carrots. If our cherry tomatoes from the gardens of Harvey, stately Harvey Manor are homegrown, I'll put some cherry or grape tomatoes in the bag, nosh on those. And like the little clementine oranges, maybe a couple of tangerines, peel some of those. Ellen takes those and peels them off in advance. So I've got like 5 or 6 of those always in the fridge.
Bless her heart. That's awesome.
She's awesome. Yeah. Pops them in a bag. I pop them in a bag, and I always save those for that's my treat for on the way home.
Yeah.
I got my route done. I had a full day. I'm ready to go home. It's going to be maybe not quite dinner time. I save those for last, and I always pop those and eat those when I'm in traffic, and it's great. But then when I get home, I'm not all burnt out and nasty from eating a bunch of carbs. The only sugars I've had are what were in the fruit. I've had my mints, so that's fake sweetener, so that's not going to do anything for me. And so I don't feel too bad. The only reason I'm tired of stuff is because I've been busting my ass killing bugs. Instead of what I put out of my body instead of what I put in my body, and that's the best kind of tired, in my opinion.
My sugar intake is in the morning because if I'm going to be working it off, but I have a weakness for those gas station apple Danishes that have the green label on them. They're about that long, and they got like the little laced openings. Fucking love those things. But that'd be with my coffee in the morning. I have a weakness for those, so those are good. Yeah, absolutely. So, everybody's got their own way of eating things. Everybody's got their own thing. Meal planning is a big thing now. And it does definitely make things easier. I don't meal plan. My meal plan is I wake up in the morning. It's like, what the fuck am I going to take for lunch? I know that's my plan. It's like I open up the fridge and whatever's loose, is going to go into there. But again, usually, maybe a lunch meat. If I do have a carb, it's going to be in the form of maybe a small bag of Cheez-Its, which, by the way, are awesome. And I like the extra crispy ones. The extra
I just tried those this week.
Those are so good.
Yeah, they are good, and they just seem to be curiously cheesier. It's like they're the Altoids of cheese crackers. Curiously cheesy, and the
little burnt ones.
Yeah. But speaking of cheese and crackers, Jack, I think any episode talking about road snacks would be completely remiss without us bringing up the good people at Lantz Industries.
Yes.
Lantz Incorporated has provided road snacks for not only our industry, but for all of the industries on 4+ wheels, by providing these little packages of 4 to 6 crackers. They could be like a rye cracker with some cheese in the middle. They could be the
Captain's
cheese
wafers.
The Captain's wafers, yes, and they could be the beloved Toast-Chee, which is an orange cracker, which absolutely tastes nothing like cheese, but looks a hell of a lot like it would.
It does.
With peanut butter, with a small, slightly slathering of peanut butter on the inside.
So fucking good.
I mean, for close to 90 years, the good people at Lantz have been hooking us up. And these are things, I mean, they're small. They can fit in your shirt pocket. They can fit, they fit perfectly on your console, on your dashboard. If it's cold, they're great. And when it gets warm, and then when they warm up, there's not, and they're like the Casey's pizza of cheese crackers, because the peanut butter in them, there's not enough peanut butter in it for them to slide around. Because when things get hot, you get that little tertiary shift. Tectonic, plate shift on your crackers. There's not enough for them to do that, but it's warm. It's lovely. It melts in your mouth, and they've really got it dialed in. They do.
Another, and I'm going to tell you how awesome they are, because I went to Walmart, went grocery shopping, and there's another brand of crackers. They make a Toast-Chee like cracker. And I got it, and I was so disappointed because Lantz puts a little sprinkling of salt on the outside of the Toast-Chee crackers, so you get that savory bite with the peanut butter, and that kind of balances out. This other company didn't do that, so I had this bland ass orange cracker with just horrible. I was like, I'll never stray from Lantz again.
Yeah. Oh, did Jen cleared up that foursome thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
The foursome is the Paula Cup, so I guess there's 4 out there.
I got you. I just I thought I was gonna have to masturbate there for a bit, so you said foursome. I got a little excited.
Jack, why would clarity on this thing stop you from masturbating?
Well, it's you gotta have a little more motivation.
Well, there's motivation. That's up to you, man. Anything's motivation if you're weird enough. Yeah. All right, you sound like you're talking in Chinese now. You seem to be breaking up.
No.
Damn it. You had a buzzard fly between you and the satellite.
Apparently, so there's no such thing as a wrong hole with the right person.
It's the right person, exactly. Yes, we do know that.
Yeah.
So tell me, Jack, you want to talk about what we're going to do next week?
Well, we're going to have Mr. Marcus Scruggs on the show. We're going to talk about his License to Kill Discord server and how things are going with him. Get to know him a little bit better. And have him tell us about this fancy Discord thing, because that's old people.
That's right. That's fancy.
You and your fancy calculators.
Oh my God, I'm scared, Jack. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen, but anyway, yeah, Marcus is a good guy, very passionate about the Discord server and License to Kill. So he's gonna talk to us about the good, bad, and ugly. We're gonna ask him all kinds of questions about it, and hopefully he's gonna have some decent answers. Otherwise, we're gonna throw his ass off the show. And then me and Jack are gonna talk about snacks some more and masturbating and foursomes and stuff like that. So,
because you can snack and masturbate at the same time.
Snacksturbate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Issa said, "True that, Jack. No wrong hole." That's right.
Hole,
there is no wrong hole. The right person.
Who is that?
It is Tater.
That's Tater. Give me freedom. 1776 is Tater.
Yes.
Oh, it does say. Okay, it does say it's a Tater. I need to pay more attention to my shit.
That's a recurring guest on our show, and we've had a couple of evenings with Mr. Tater.
Yes, we have
some outlandish questions and shit like that.
With the Tate, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. So looking forward to having Marcus on the show tomorrow.
Definitely
tomorrow, next week. So not only does the Discord server, I will say that they do have they've got some podcasts themselves, very informative. So you want to check those out, and I'm sure Marcus will definitely let us know about about those as well. Some other podcasts we've got. Let's talk about Pest Perspectives for a quick second.
Sean Muller, hell yeah.
Yeah, Sean Muller is great. If you haven't caught, Jack and I were on there, what was it, last week? Last week. And had a great time with Sean. Sean's an awesome dude.
He really is.
He's a really good interviewer. I mean, he asked us some really good questions, and we gave him some completely fucked up answers, which is what we do,
as we are prone to do. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the lovely ladies over at Pestrogen Podcast. My favorite podcast too. Those two. Candace and Jenny are doing some really good stuff. They've got a really exciting episode coming up on mosquito control this week. So make sure you guys tune into that. They're gonna have someone, a guest from Nigeria, talk about. Talk about some of the things. And so it's great. So
that drops early Monday morning, I believe.
It's an early morning, Monday morning thing. I always have my first cup of coffee of the week with the ladies of Pestrogen, and I look forward to it every week. What else we got? We got the Beauties and Beasties. Again, out of the UK. The British invasion of podcastdom is upon us, and those guys do a great job as well. And so tons of stuff out there to listen to when you're out on the route now. So I think I am tickled shitless the way the pest control podcasts are exploding in the last year. And to be a part of it has been a great honor.
I do want to mention our longtime friends with the Chicky Delta Pie podcast. They had just passed their 2-year anniversary this past month, and I love their show. It's nothing to do with pest control, but it's a great show to listen to, just like sitting around bullshitting with your friends. Chicken Delta Pie podcast. Love you guys.
Another good one that's kind of off of the pest control grid is shit that goes on in our heads. Dirty Skittles and G-Rex. Those are a couple of great ladies. Mental health is basically what their thing is, and they do a lot of talk. Listen to a couple of podcasts, a couple of their episodes that really helped me out. So if you're kind of feeling that you're getting into yourself and stuff, take a listen to them. They're doing really great out there as well.
And don't forget the Beers of War podcast.
Beers of War podcast as well. Gamey.
fellow cheese bag.
Yeah, and fellow cheese bag Brandon Hartloff is one of the hosts there, and it's a great podcast. So really tons of stuff out there to listen to.
Good route listening.
It is. It's great route listening. Everybody stick in your earbuds and get to stomping, get your stuff done, and be entertained and informed in the process.
But come on back to put my penis in your ear hole.
Oh yeah, definitely. Y'all got to come back to Tales from the Crawl Space. I mean, this is otherwise, we would feel dejected.
We would,
and then we would find you.
And if you like him and leave him a review, tell him we sent you.
Yeah. And speaking of reviews, if you get on to tftc.wtf, leave us a review. Let us know what you think of our shows, and if you like them, let us know. If you don't, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Because I can always delete the shitty ones. So.
Yes, Jack does have that power, and he wields it with an iron fist.
Iron fist.
Ooh, iron fist. Warm that sucker up next time.
Lube it up.
So, oh God, good stuff today. Good stuff, and we're looking forward to talking to Marcus Scruggs from License to Kill next week. We are on behalf of License to Kill, Pestrogen, shit that goes on in our heads, all the other podcasts. Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com, Jack and I, Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group. Jack and I cordially invite you this evening to bug the hell off.
Bug off. Nice. Very nice.
Nice. Man, we spent a lot of time pimping podcasts towards the end.